So this is Dungeon. That was like the 18th episode of Adventure Time, and love this episode a lot though. It begins with Princess Bubblegum wants Finn and Jake to put like signs, don't go into the dungeon, and Finn can bet that he can go to the dungeon by himself without Jake's help. So he goes there, he come across a cat, and come across all these obstacles, and then he got all beat up through these obstacles, and they come out this guardian angel turns into a freaking zombie. When you look at that, it was scary, but yet it was funny. It was very funny. And then he landed on this cage that has like soup water, has like soup. And then Jake was there, and then they decided that they're going to work together to get the crystal. And so they went in there. They blipped this diamond, which they think is the crystal, and all these monsters come in and gotta fight Finn and Jake. And then Princess Bubblegum comes in and saves them, and then she got angry and said, "I hope you learned a good lesson." And then after that, they blast a hole through the wall and they left, and that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, short and sweet, pretty much.
Yeah, sure and sweet, but what do you think? It's an 11-minute episode. 11 minutes.
You know.
I liked it. It's so funny, especially with
Jake in the dungeon.
Oh my god, Jake is right, especially with the soundtrack. No, Finn, don't go in there. Like, it was funny and
irritating.
Jake, what he did is that he was explaining Finn about the obstacles that he's been through, and the funny part is where the monsters at the laser, and Jake's like running around and hits up to the wall. That gave me a good laugh.
And the one that I laughed about was when the skeleton asked him, "Choose your weapon, either a sword or a plant," and he just chose the sandwich. I choose sandwich.
And I like how you say bye to Princess Bubblegum. To Princess Bubblegum. Yo, that was funny. That was really hilarious. I like the episode. I like how Finn goes into this dungeon, which is almost like it came out from a Zelda game when you get down to it.
Looks pretty much like a
and they come across these obstacles, and I like the voice of the cat and that little monster chat, the little monster that when you put like water on it, he turns big. And I love his voice. I love the voice of it. He's all like, "Oh man," and like, "Oh, you cannot go there," and it's so funny.
Hey Judy, you know the way to the crystal, huh? Yes, just through that door.
Like, hey, you're supposed to fight me. And it was so funny, and I like how the cat was like, "Oh, you have a dog with you. I'm out of here."
And supposedly, like, he has the ability of intelligence, super intelligence, but he missed.
You know, I put it like, "Oh man, I gotta try that." Oh man.
Oh, now I know where you really are. And I gotta pause again, and then he just paused somewhere else.
Wow, that was like, so I like this episode. This episode is so goddamn amazing. So, what's your thoughts?
Not much into it. It was funny, but it's not like funny like the last one. But it's a good episode.
Yeah, it's very action back.
It's more like adventuring though when you think about it.
Yeah, that's what.
It's pretty much adventuring.
That's what's called Adventure Time. It's because they're going on an adventure. They go on a quest.
Dude, not always is adventure time.
No,
not always about adventuring in Adventure Time.
Yeah,
the last one was just taking the ice cream to a...
Yeah, that's true. That's funny.
But I like how, from the concept, I like how from the last episode, from this episode, that comes back to adventuring.
Yeah,
dungeon. I think that's like, okay, so now here comes the fun part of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, because not always in like we have, even though it's called Adventure Time, but there's not a lot of adventuring.
Not always you go.
There's not always a lot of adventuring. There's a time when when the character are just like wants to stay home, just lay back and just
visit other people.
visit the people
But, like,
and whatever.
I liked it, the fact that Finn goes exploring a dungeon. I think it was really fun.
Yeah, like he goes by himself without Jake. It really shows that what happens if Finn goes to the dungeon without Jake, and it shows Jake what happens to goes to the dungeon without Finn. And it also shows the power of friendship because it shows that Finn needs Jake and Jake needs Finn to go these obstacles and whatever, and they need each other. And in the end, when they're trying to fight all these eyeball monsters, they
actually did it together.
Yeah, they did it together. It's like if I die for the sake of friendship. Me too. I just let it really.
No, that wasn't for the sake of friendship. He said, if I die, at least I die with my best friend. And then Finn, me too. And Jake,
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. But the way they say it is so powerful, and it makes it so believable, like their friendship, because obviously they're brothers, even though they don't look alike, but they and the story explains like in Memories of Boom Boom, it gives a little bit of a little backstory about Jake's mom and dad found Finn. He was the only human who took him and raised him on his own. So obviously, yeah, it makes sense that Finn and Jake are brothers, even though he's a human, he's a dog. But the power of friendship, the friendship is so believable. The way they do that, I die for my best friend, me too. I mean, like.
Well, dogs is man's best friend, so that's proof.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It's like saying like Fiona and Cake, which we'll get to that in a minute. I'm just gonna say this. For Fiona and Cake, like Fiona will die for her cat with Cake. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So I wonder, like, my question is Cat is woman's best friend? That's a question that hopefully we'll find out in the later episode.
Yeah, we'll see. Because
it's interesting since the dog is the man's best friend. So what animal is the women's best friend?
Yeah,
that's the.
That's true. That's very true. So, like I said, love this episode a lot. It's so funny. It has good action, good moments, and it shows the power of friendship. It shows the power of friendship. So, any final thoughts?
No, I think I give him my peace of mind.
Yeah, I guess me too. I love this episode a lot. He likes it a lot. Well, not a lot though. He's just like, yeah, I like it. It's good.
I just like the part that they go adventuring by themselves.
That's pretty cool. So nothing to say, but it's a good episode. I'm glad I saw it, and well, actually, I'm happy that I saw it. So thanks very much, and until next time, we will talk about the Duke. So we'll see you on our next vlog. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Alright, peace out.
Peace.